would like to take you through how you can process invoice and credit memos originating from sales order in Acumatica ERP. What you're supposed to do, just sign in to Acumatica ERP using your login credentials. In my scenario, I'm using a localhost which has been preloaded with a sales dataset. What you're supposed to do, just sign in to Acumatica. When you sign in into Acumatica, you shall be taken into this interface. When you are taken into this interface, just come to here we have sales order. At a transaction, come to here we have sales order, which I have put as my favorite here. Just open it. You can choose to add a new record, or basically under the sales order you can just come here and add new. This is just a shortcut which will just save you time. Then you need to come here and choose the customer. So just choose this AA customer who is here. Then the detail about this customer shall be pre-populated here. So you can enter the description of the invoice which you are transacting. So the description is trampoline. You can just give it that name here, and maybe trampoline. Let me just remain it like that. Then I need to add the right details for the invoice. Then I need to enter the inventory ID, which is here, which is trampoline Skywalker. So I can just put trampoline Skywalker as description. Skywalker 15 feet loud. That is the description of the invoice. So from there, what we need to do, you can see that the quantity on hand is 800. So I can come here and enter the quantity as 100. And after entering the quantity as the 100, you can see that the unit price is 361.90. So you can see that the extended price is 36,190. So from there, in order to create an invoice, you can either create an invoice through quick processing, where there is automated method where the shipment will be created automatically, confirmed, and the invoice can be prepared, released, and also print and emailed to the customer. But I just use the simple method where you can do it manually so that you can understand the logic behind it. So when we create this sales order, we need to create a shipment. So we need to do the shipment today. So we shall just create here, but you can create this shipment to be done in a future date, maybe like a week ahead or also like 2 days to come. So, but I just use it to be done today. So I just click OK. So it will start executing the creation of the shipment since you have already created the sales order. So you need to confirm the shipment. You can see that the status of the shipment is open and the type is shipment. So I need to confirm this shipment by confirming the unit which I have ordered. They are the correct one, and the amount to be shipped is equal to the amount in the sales order. So just confirm the shipment. So when I confirm the shipment, now I'll be given the luxury to go ahead and prepare the invoice. So I have the luxury to go ahead and prepare the invoice now. So I'm preparing the invoice, which is here. So after preparing the invoice, I can go ahead and release this invoice. So you can see the status of the invoice is balanced. When I release it, this status of this invoice will now read as open because it needs to be applied to the payment so that it can be closed. So from there, I can be able to click here and choose to print the invoice, where I can be able to print and email the invoice to the customer. So just click print. So from this point, I can be able to email this invoice, as you can see here. So you can see the details of this invoice, dear customer. So this is an automated generated email by the ERP system. So you can choose to set. So you can see from the admin how I have logged in into Acumatica. Also to the customer, and the subject of the email, it is the revision 2 invoice. So you can see the file is attached here, the file which will be sent, which is the invoice attachment as a PDF. So this is how we usually do it. So you can also be able to print the invoice from this section, where you can be able to print the hard copy. So this is the layout of the invoice, where we have the logo here, which can be the logo of your company, and so on and so forth. You have the number, the item, the quantity, the unit of measure, the unit price, the discount which we didn't have, and the extended price. So from that point of view, I would like to go back again and create another sales order where we shall use the quick processing, and you see how it works. So let me click here, and then let me come to under the sales order and create a new sales order again and do the quick processing and see how it works. So from there, I can come here and technically choose the customer. I just choose the same customer. The I is here. Then I need to come here and also use the trampoline Skywalker is my stock item here. Skywalker. Then I need to add a row here. Then I need to enter the product here, which is trampoline Skywalker. Then you can see that we had 800 units, but right now we have 700 units because we have sold the 100 units which you have processed for the customer. So we can try and sell 50 units to this customer again and try to do the quick processing. So when you do this, the extended price will automatically be populated. So as you can see here, the extended price will be multiplied automatically. So what we need to do, we need to do the quick processing where the shipment will be created automatically. So when you click quick processing, you take the process which you want to be done automatically. So I need to do the processing today. You can also choose tomorrow, the shipment date, or the custom date which you can choose from this section. So I want to create the shipment, prepare the invoice, release the invoice, and email the invoice to the customer. So this is the command which I've given so you can see the invoice will be emailed during quick processing through a customer does not require sending invoice by email. So okay, so from there I can also use to print the invoice. So however the more you put more options here, the more it will take time for quick processing. So you want to do the number of printing, I just need one, so I just click OK. Then the process has started. So you can be able to review the result of the process here. So you shall see when the shipment is being created and so on and so forth. You can see that as per now, shipment has been created. The inventory document has been created. So let us move downward until we generate the invoice is prepared. And then the invoice will be released, and the printing and the emailing of the customer will take place, and we shall have our full invoice released, and we can be able to view it under the invoice and memo or under the invoice. So the process is done. So what we can do, we can come to visualize this, we can come at the sales order and then come to where we have invoices. So where we have invoices, this is the recent invoice which you have done. You can see the number of units here. Let me show you. You can come here and see the number of units which we have created the sales order form and generated an invoice. There it is 50 units. So from there, I would like to take you how you can be able to collect an invoice which originates from sales order. So to collect this invoice, in case we had made an erroneous invoice and we need to correct this invoice, you can come here, click here, and choose to correct this invoice. So just hit correct this invoice. When we choose to correct this invoice, so let it okay, we can come here and choose to create to issue a credit memo. So just come here and choose to issue a credit memo. When you choose to issue a credit memo, I can come here and basically choose the customer. So our customer is AA Archer. Then what I need to do, I can add the line detail where I need to enter the inventory ID, which is this one, which we have done here. Then I need to enter the number of units which I need to issue the credit note for. They are 25 units. The unit price has already pre-populated. So I need to enter the application document. So I can come here invoice. So I can choose the invoice which I want to apply for. So this is the current invoice which we have done here. So I can come to the invoice and choose the invoice number to be granular. So I can just come where we have, I can just open a duplicate of this window to get the invoice number of the current invoice which we have done. So let me open this duplicate window here, and then come to where we have sales order and come to where we have invoices, and then select the current invoice number here. So we need the reference number of the invoice, which is here, of the current invoice. So just copy it and come and paste it here for accuracy. Then it will populate here. So we need to write off this invoice technically by issuing the credit memo, and then we can go ahead and ensure everything is populated correctly. The balance is here, the amount paid 00, so it is open. So we can release this invoice. So we want to write off the amount of this invoice. So we should just give it time to execute. So let us give it time to complete executing. So it is taking time because I'm using a localhost environment. So that is why it is taking time. So as you can see, we can come here and print what we have done and print this credit memo, and also we can email it to the customer. So let us print it. So let us print the credit memo. So you can see we have reduced the amount of stock item with we have issued the credit memo of 25 units. So that is amount to $90.47 to this customer. So that means that the amount of invoice which we had issued had been reduced to this amount. So basically we can, because this is dealing with stock, we can come and now, in case we assume it was a return from the customer, and replenish our stock again. So to replenish our stock, we need to come to where we have inventory. Then we need to come to where we have receipt under the transaction. We need to come to where we have receipts. And where we have receipt, you can either come here and add a new record, or under the inventory, you can just come here and click new. And when you click new, you need to replenish the stock which you have issued the credit note, and the stock have been realized in our inventory and had been to receive it in our inventory. So we just need to come here and line detail, then enter the inventory ID, which is I need to capture that name correctly, which is contra MPL, so which is here. So just come here and capture it here, and come and populate it here. Then from there it will auto populate. So I need to replenish it with 25 units which I have regained. So I need to come here and put the quantity which I want to replenish with is 25 units. Then I need to come here and enter the reason code. So the reason code is the customer return, which is here. And then I need to remove hold, and then it is balance, and then I can release. And from that, you notice that our stock will replenish, and it will add with a value of 25, which it was issued credit note from the customer to reduce the amount of the invoice billed to the customer. So let us give it time. So you can see now the quantity in hand is 700 rather than the 675 which we had. So this is what technically you need to know when dealing with sales order in Acumatica. So in case you get this video helpful, you can comment in the comment section. In case you have any query regarding sales order and processing